And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Girls only action today. Tournament number 1 of 10 this year. We are all ready for our step ladder finals. Let's hand it down to Tournament Director Matt for player introductions.
Okay, good afternoon, bowling fans, and welcome to Nellie Fox Bowl here in Chambersburg, PA for our finals, step ladder finals of our first of 10 girls only events for this season. The scratch division will have two step ladder matches to determine our champion. In the handicap division, we'll have 3 matches to determine our champion. Starting in the scratch division, our number 3 seed from Crofton, Maryland, Kayla Starr.
Your number 3 seed in the scratch division, Kayla Starr.
In the first match, Kayla will be taking on our number 2 seed from Thunderhead, Maryland, Aaron Ecker.
Aaron Ecker is your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 161 for 8 games from Dubois, PA, Amelia Mitscavich.
Amelia Mitscavich is your top seed.
Parents, let's have a nice hand one more time for our scratch division finalists for this afternoon. Okay. Now it is time to introduce our 4 handicap finalists for our 3-game step ladder on the handicap side. Our number 4 seed from Hazleton, PA, Riley Nahay.
Riley Nahay is your number 4 seed on the handicap side.
In the first match, she will take on our number 3 seed from Harrisburg, PA, Ariel Gilmore.
Ariel Gilmore is your number 3 seed.
The winner of that match will advance to the semifinal to take on our number 2 seed from Keedysville, Maryland, Kylie Spencer.
Kylie Spencer is your number 2 seed.
And the winner of that semifinal match will take on our tournament leader at plus 214 for 8 games from Schuylkill Haven, PA, Ella Kreiser.
Ella Kreiser is your leader.
Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our 4 handicap finalists. We will begin our first step ladder match. So Kayla and Ariel and Riley. All right. They come up and put your names in and they get them on practice. It's easier to do it up here. Yeah, it's easier to put it in this system.
All right, so we're going to get the lanes ready, and we will get them up for some practice.
I could do it in my sleep.
All right, so this is the first of our 9 qualifying girls events for the year, and then we will have a 10th invitational tournament come May of next year. Pretty good turnout today, 26 bowlers. They bowled on Gateway Arch today. Gateway Arch. 42 feet. Six and a half to 1 ratio, if you want to look it up. So it looks like Riley will be giving Ariel 39 pins of handicap. 39 pins. On the scratch side, our number 2 seed, Erin Ecker, she was outside the cut looking in. And then in the last game, she came back with a 299 game to sneak into the cut, leaving the pesky 10 pin. Should be on this side. This is our first visit ever to Nellie Fox for a PJBT. We did have an adult tournament here last year at our Keystone Bowlers Tour event. We will definitely put this on our rotation to come back. They were very supportive. Your finalists in the scratch division are Amelia Miscavige, Erin Ecker, Kayla Starr in the handicap division, Ella Kreiser, Kylie Spencer, Ariel Gilmore, and Riley Nahay.
And finish last. Or you want to start last and finish first? Start first. Okay. All right. And then Ariel. Where's Ariel?
Ariel, not once you come back here.
Start first, finish last, or start last, finish first? Finish first. You want to start last. Okay, bowling fans, time to begin our semifinal match for scratch and our quarterfinal match for can do that and you can run.
That's fine.
Okay, good afternoon once again, everybody. This is Tournament Director Matt with our first matches for today's girls only finals, starting with the semifinal match on the left. Erin Ecker started with a strike in the single game stepladder match. Riley Nahey left the 4-7 in the handicap match, as it is Ariel versus Riley. Kayla gets a strike, kicks out the 4. Riley picks up her spare to start their match. Now stepping up on lane 14, Ariel Gilmore. Talk a little bit today about the pattern. Today was considered a challenge pattern for the girls. Today's pattern was Gateway Arch. Ariel starts the match with a nice strike. Gateway Arch is a 42-foot pattern, 6.5 to 1 ratio. And it did produce some medium scores. We had one honor score today, as stepping up on lane 12 is Erin Ecker. Erin rolled a 299 during game number 8 of qualifying, which would be the last game of match play, and that got her into the title match. Bumped her up to second with shooting the 299. And she gets a strike, so 2 doubles on the board on the scratch side. On the handicap side, Ariel goes a little bit wide, leaves the 1-2-4. So she'll look to convert her spare. Ariel gets 2, so she'll post 28 in the second, 67 with her handicap. And Erin makes it 3 in a row with a strike on the left lane. Once again, we had 28 bowlers today. Riley with a strike. She starts with 20. Kayla up in the third on lane 12, and she gets the strike. So we have quite a match started here on the left lane. The stretch semifinals, both bowlers starting with 3 in a row. Riley steps up in the third on lane 13. She goes a little left of target, 1-3-6-8. It is a makeable spare. So again, for the scratch side, this is a semifinal match. The winner will take on tournament leader Amelia Mitscavige from Du Bois, PA. On the handicap side, we will have 2 more matches, as the number 2 seed, Kylie Spencer, is awaiting the winner of this match. And then the winner of that semifinal will take on Ella Kreiser. Riley gets 3, so she'll post 48 in the third for her. Meanwhile, Kayla crossed over on lane 11 to keep the streak alive. She has the front 4. And Erin looks to match. And she does. I don't think she'll be so happy with that shot. That was what we like to refer to as a snowplow type strike. But both girls get a break in frame number 4 to continue the perfect 8 for 8 as they head for the 5th frame. Meanwhile, Ariel Gilmore leaves a 7-pin, and she is not able to convert, so 37 in the third for her. She has a 28-pin lead early in the match. Erin's streak ends at 4 as she leaves the 4-pin. was able to clean up the spare. So a great start there for Aaron. We want to thank Nellie Fox Bowl here in Chambersburg for hospitality today for our first women's event of the season. They were able to help us add over $300 to the prize fund for today. In addition to that, we had a couple of nice people who donated some of the raffles back, the raffle earnings back, so we're able to make a prize list of $1,000 today for all of our bowlers, paying out the top 3 in scratch and the top 5 in handicap. Ariel leaves a 2-pin and not able to convert. 46 in the 4th for her. Meanwhile, on the scratch side, Kayla Starr leaves the 6-10 as she comes in high. She'll look to convert the spare. Oh, and she's not able to, as she chops the 10-pin off the 6. So 116 in the 5th for her. And on the handicap side, Riley comes a little bit high, 4, 6, 7. So she'll look to get a 2. She'll look to get 2 on the fill ball here. Kayla crosses over and gets the Jersey strike. Meanwhile, Riley not able to get any on the fill ball. So 55 in the 4th for her. 30-pin lead for Ariel through 4 frames. Once again, our message board is up and operational. So if you want to chime in or have a question, we'd be happy to mention it. And Riley gets her 2nd strike of the match in frame 5. And Aaron gets a great strike. Ariel on 14 leaves the 4-7. She'll look to convert that spare. Aaron on pace for 279 on lane 11. Comes up a little bit light, 2-4. So she'll look to convert the spare. Ariel picks up her spare. So for Anthony M. on our message board, he asked who are the finalists in the scratch division. We did that already? Okay, so Cody, your question about live for the PBA Junior. No, we are not affiliated with the PBA Junior Tour, so no, that we do not live stream those, but we live stream all PJBT events on our live stream page. That would include our regular events, which we'll pick up next Sunday, and also our girls only events, which is what you see here today. Kayla comes up a little bit light in frame 7, leaving the 2-4-5. She'll look to make the spare. Interesting on the scoreboard, as we were talking, Erin did not convert her spare, so she's on pace for 247. Kayla with a spare here will be on pace for 246. So we have a very close semifinal match on the scratch side. Ariel gets 2. I'm putting her at 109 with handicap in the 6th. Big shot here for Riley. If she can put up a double, that would tighten up the match. Pretty good shot. Comes in a little bit high, 4-pin. Pretty good shot there. Back on the scratch side, we start frame number 8. Kayla Starr trailing by 11. She'll look to make it 1 pin with a strike here in the 8th. good shot, leaving the 10 pin. Riley converts her spare. I was going to say get the green card with my payouts on it, but you already did it? Okay. So Kayla looks to pick up the 10 pin here. She will essentially trail by 2. And she converts. And Riley gets a strike. So back-to-back strikes on the left lane for Riley. That's going to go far. On the scratch side, we're up 2. Aaron up in the 8th. And she gets a strike. So that'll move her lead back up to 12 pins. As they start the foundation 9th frame. Big shot here for Aaron in the 9th. If she can strike here, she puts a lot of pressure on Kayla. Handicap side, we have a 6 count for Ariel Gilmore. 1, 2, 4, 8. Big strike in the 9th for Aaron. And Ariel able to convert her spare. That's back-to-back spares for her on the right lane. So just to update you on the scratch side, Kayla can max out at 235 as she steps up here in the 9th. Max score 247 for her opponent, Aaron. So almost a must strike here. And she makes a great shot, probably her best shot of the match. There in the 9th. Seven count for Ariel on lane 13. Now Kayla will step up in the 10th frame. She'll look to put some pressure on Aaron. With the first strike here in the 10th, she can force Aaron to strike on the first ball also in the 10th. Ariel gets 1. So 95, 134 with her handicap. Kayla comes in high, leaving the 6 pin. So she's going to need to fill the frame. Spare strike would get her at 215, which basically means Aaron needs a mark now in the 10th to advance. And Riley gets a strike. So that's a double for Riley. Now she'll step up in the foundation 9th, looking for a triple. Kayla picks up her spare. So if your friends are not tuning in, make sure you tell them we are live streaming today from here at Nellie Fox Bowl in Chambersburg, PA. Finals of the first girls only event of the PJBT season. Riley makes a good shot in the foundation 9th, but leaves a 7 pin. So she'll look to convert her spare. On the fill ball in the 10th, 10 back for Kayla Starr. She'll finish with 215. Pretty solid game. So Aaron will need to step up and get a mark here in the 10th. Riley does not convert her spare, so she is at 152 in the 9th. And Aaron, first shot of the 10th, gets the strike and the win. She will advance to the title match. Meanwhile, foundation 9th on the handicap side. Ariel Gilmore goes a little bit high, leaves the baby split for the left-hander, 2-7. Right Right now, Erin Ecker is going to be in the 230s. She could be in the 240s. That shot came a little bit high, 4.7, but that's okay. She will spare it out. If she spares out, 235, and it'll give her a 20-pin victory. Ariel picks up her spare. Nice shot there. And she does. So Erin will take home the victory in the semifinal match, 235 to 215. And Erin will now advance to take on Melia Mickiewicz for the scratch title on the scratch side of things today. Now on the handicap side, this is our quarterfinal match. We start the 10th frame. Ariel up on a spare. Looking pretty good. And she gets it. Big strike to start the 10th. Big shot there for her. That will force her opponent to Riley Nahey to show up in the 10th frame.
Perfect.
Second shot of the 10th. Comes in a tad bit high, leaving the 6, 7, 10. She'll look to get count. If she can get the 2 count, she'll finish with a 134 scratch and a 173 with handicap, which is an important count because that will force Riley to double in the 10th frame. She gets the 2, so she will finish with 134 scratch and 173 handicap. That will force Riley to get a double in the 10th frame. So a double and 2 pins is what Riley will need. Anything less, and the victory goes to Ariel. So first shot for Riley on 14, must strike. Looks pretty good. Comes in light, and the 8 falls. So the 4 fell, the 8 decided to fall at the last minute. But it did fall. And she pulls the first strike she needs on the board. Now she'll need 1 more strike. This is usually the hard one, the second one, the middle one to get. Second shot of the 10th. It's going to cross over. No, it goes too far left. And Ariel Gilmore will take home. Very slim. Slim score, but victory. As if Riley can spare out here, she will be defeated by 1. She does convert her spare, and that will end our match with Ariel Gilmore defeating Riley Nahey by 1 pin, 173 to 172. So Ariel will advance to the semifinal match to take on number 2 seed Kylie Spencer. All right, give us a couple of minutes. Jason's going to give out a couple of awards and scholarships, and we'll advance to the title match in scratch and the semifinal match in handicap. You are watching the live coverage of the girls only first event of the PJBT girls only season from here at Nellie Fox Bowl in Chambersburg.
I'm gonna have to show you where the thinning filter is on that 500 car.
I'm going to need it too.
What?
All right, let's go down to Jason.
Congratulations. Yeah, just you have so you just wanted to go down with give her some props. You know what I mean? Have a seat. Good meeting you guys.
on each.
3 balls. 3 balls on each.
3 balls on each. Right. Riley. Only I would do that.
It's fine.
Give me your award.
Jason,
Wow.
let me borrow your clipboard.
You said it right.
Okay, bowling fans, we're going to send it down to Jason as he's going to introduce our title match bowlers for scratch and our semifinal handicap.
Here we got the semifinals. First in the scratch division, we have our two top seed. Our top seed, Amelia Savage, against our second seed, Aaron Ecker. Amelia has decided that we'll have Aaron start the match. We have our two seed, Kylie Spencer, taking on our three seed, Ariel Gilmore. The handicap, Ariel will be giving Kylie 21 pins. Kylie has decided to let Ariel start the match. Let's give a round of applause to our bowler.
Oh my God, she looks... Time to begin our semifinal match in handicap and our title match in scratch. Ariel starts the match out with 7 on her first count. And Aaron starts with a strike. So Aaron, with a 299 in game number 8 of qualifying, has boosted herself to the title match. Ariel gets 1, so she'll have 8 in the first. Now our first look at tournament leader Amelia Mickiewicz on the scratch side. Really nice first shot. Leaves a 10 pin. Amelia was a top finisher this year at Junior Gold in her division. Kylie starts the match. Pretty good shot. Went through the 1-3 pocket, but unfortunately did not drive all the way through, and she leaves the 8-10, so she'll look to get 1. Amelia posts a spare. So once again on the scratch side, our runner-up finisher will take home a $125 scholarship, and our winner will take home a $250 scholarship in today's event. Kylie gets 1, so she has 9 in the first. Big up. And Amelia gets her first strike of the match in frame number 2. Kylie with a 5 count. Kylie makes a good shot, 4. And Aaron posts a double. Good shot there. Once again, pattern today, gateway arch. Josh just wants to point out that he enjoys the pole that says foul to the left of lane 11. Yes, Josh, if you touch the pole, it is a foul. It's a very unique feature to Nellie Fox Bowl. Light hit, trips him through. 3 in a row for Aaron. She is lined up. Kylie starts with 18 in the second. Ariel Gilmore leaves a 5-pin, picks up the spare. First mark of the match on the semifinal side for handicap. Third frame for Amelia. Good shot there. Little bit a hair inside a target, but the ball held in this pattern. Good ball reaction. Now up in handicap, Ariel crossing over. Good shot, leaves the 8-pin. Good count on a spare. hold on a second. Oh. There. When you're on TV. Ariel not able to convert her spare. 36 in the third for her.
You know, you just could have said it.
Amelia with an 8-pin on lane 11 in frame 4. Kylie gets an 8 count, 6-10. Amelia picks up her spare. 69 in the third for Amelia. Kylie with a good effort, not able to make her spare. So 26 in the third for Kylie. 11-pin lead for Kylie through 3 frames with the handicap included. Erin Ecker with a strike. She is on a roll. She's getting hot here at the end of the day. Best time to get hot. She has 4 in a row. She's looking for 5 here with this shot. That one came inside a target a little bit. Looks like she got ahead of it a little bit. Pulled it inside, 3-6. She'll look to pick up the spare and maintain a small lead in the match. Kylie gets a 9 count, but misses her spare. So 35 in the fourth for her. Erin not able to convert her spare. The ball hooked right in the middle of the lane. That was kind of interesting. So she'll post 114 in the fifth. That will open the door a little bit for Amelia. Good shot for Ariel on lane 14. She leaves a 5-pin. She'll look to convert. Once again, this is our title match for Scratch on your left. And it is your semifinal match on the handicap side. We will have one extra semifinal match, or one extra handicap match today for the stepladder, as we had more entries in handicap than Scratch today. Strike for Amelia in the fifth. Ariel picks up her spare. Second spare of the match. Once again, if your friends are not tuned in, make sure you tell all your friends we are live streaming. As we initially were not going to live stream today, but being that I was able to make it out, Amelia gets a double. It allowed Jason to bring his equipment and get it all set up, so we're happy to be able to live stream this first event finals for the girls. Ariel leaves the 4-7 in frame 5. Erin coming off the open, steps back up. A little bit high flush, breaks up the 4-9 that could have happened, leaving the 9-pin. And Ariel able to pick up her spare. 3 spares now for Ariel in 5 frames. Erin picks up her spare. So waiting in the wings for the handicap side is Ella Kreiser. She is the tournament leader for the handicap side. She will take on the winner of the handicap semifinal match that you're watching. Erin comes in a little bit light on that one, 1-2-10. That shot just looked right of target. Didn't look like she did anything wrong with it. Just got it right at target. So, see if she can convert the spare. Kylie goes 7 miss in the fifth. She has 63 with her handicap. At the moment, trails by 1. Erin not able to pick up her spare. So 140 in the seventh. So she is maxed out now at 230. Amelia on a 240 some pace at the moment. So Amelia does have the lead. this title match. Meanwhile, on the handicap side, Kylie did not get anything on her first shot. 3 in a row there for Amelia. Better shot for Kylie. She gets a 7 count, 49 in the 6th, 70 with her handicap. Yes, we already went over that. Jason needs a microphone, and Josh is looking at the foul pole. Ariel, lane 14. She gets the strike, first strike of the match for either bowler. Amelia steps up. Pretty good shot, 9 and a wiggle. So she'll look to convert the 7 pin.
As long as the ball stays to the left of the foul pole, it's a home run.
No, as long as the ball hits the foul pole, it's a home run.
That's true.
And a double. Ariel Gilmore posts a double. 6th and 7th. Amelia picks up her spare, so that's key for her, keeping her in the lead of the match. She can max out at 248, where her opponent can only shoot 230. And Kylie gets her first strike of the match on lane 14. So let's see if she can build on that. That was a great shot. Erin steps up in the 8th and gets a strike. Looked like she started that ball a little bit earlier to the right, but a little more friction, and was able to get the ball to finish. So, meanwhile, Kylie gets a double also. Great shot for Kylie. So after going 6 frames without a mark, Kylie gets a double in the 7th and 8th to keep pressure on her opponent.
The reliever.
She did. Erin comes in a little bit high in the foundation 9th, leaving the 6-10. So she will look to spare. She can max out now at 210, putting Amelia in the driver's seat. Amelia's just got to keep the board clean to get the first women's title in scratch of the year. 8 count for Ariel in the 8th. And she picks up her spare. So 122 in the 7th with a spare. And Ariel has the lead, 32 pins, heading into the foundation 9th frame. This shot to pretty much lock up the match, and she gets it. Great shot for Amelia on lane 12. She needs to just keep the board clean here in the 10th to take home the title. Ariel crosses over and gets a strike. Big shot there for her. 142 in the 8th with a strike. So let's see what Kylie can do, working on a double. That looks like a pretty good shot. And it was, leaving just a 4-pin. And Amelia Miscavige with a strike, and she will be our Scratch Division champion. She will take home the $250 top prize. Meanwhile, on handicap side, Kylie picks up her spare. So great job by Kylie to recover from the early open frames. She is clean through 3 frames as she starts the 10th. Amelia strikes again in the 2nd ball of the 10th. She'll finish in the 240s. Kylie with another good shot. She really came on strong at the end of this game. So she'll look to pick up a spare. And her champion champion, Amelia Mickiewicz, finishes with 248. Kylie picks up her spare. 4 marks in a row for Kylie. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we're finishing up the title match for Scratch and the semifinal match for Handicap. We will have one more stepladder match in Handicap. Kylie gets 9, finishes with 157. Ariel will just need a count in the 10th frame, and she will advance to the title match to take on our tournament leader, Ella Kreiser. And she does. She fills the frame with a strike. That's 4 strikes in the last 5 frames for Ariel, who came on really strong here at the end. And once again, Erin Ecker finishing out on the Scratch side. Great day for her. She shoots .299 in game number 8 of qualifying during match play to boost herself into the top 3 for the finals. And with a spare here, she will finish the title match with 200 and be our second place finisher today. And she does. So final score, Amelia Mickiewicz 248, Erin Ecker 200. Amelia taking home the title in Scratch. On the Handicap side, Ariel gets 8 and 1 as her fill in the 10th. So she will take home the semifinal victory, 189 to 157. So Ariel Gilmore will advance to take on Ella Kreiser in our one additional stepladder match in Handicap. All right, Jason will have some awards in just a moment, and then we'll set up for our Handicap final match. Stay tuned. You are watching the PJBT live on YouTube from Nellie Fox Bowl in Chambersburg, PA. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, in the handicap division, finishing third, taking home an $80 scholarship, Kylie Spencer. In the Scratch division, our runner-up today, taking home $125 scholarship, shooting $299 in game 8, Erin Ecker. And your champion today, she also won the major to finish off last season in the girls' event, so technically this is 2 in a row for her. From Du Bois, Amelia Mickiewicz, All right, we'll set up for the finals on the handicap side. Between the top seed Ella and third seed Ariel.
All right, bowling fans, tune in. We're going to do the Handicap final match in just a moment. Stay tuned.
We're going to do the photo now, so I need your phone. Just go. Wow. You want to start last. So that means you finish first. So again. You might want to tilt that back now. Move this thing. Right here. Move that. Other way. There you go. You want to make it bigger? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm just trying to center it. There we go.
Then hit. Now you got to hit that.
Okay, so Ariel starts off with an 8 spare. In our title match for Handicap. Now stepping up Ella Kreiser from Schuylkill Haven, PA. First shot comes in a little bit light, but good shot, 2-4-5. She'll look to pick up her spare. Ella gets 1, so she'll put up 8 in the first. Again, you are watching the extra match for our handicap side. Today for the stepladder, we had 2 scratch stepladder matches, and then we had 3 handicap matches based on entries. So this is our title match for the handicap side between Ella Kreiser and Ariel Gilmore. Ella steps up, second frame. And the same leave. Comes up a little bit light, 2-4-5. So she'll see if she makes an adjustment here to pick up the spare. Congratulations to Amelia Mitscavige of Du Bois, PA, taking home our Scratch Division title for today's first girls event. And now we'll figure out who our handicap winner is. Good adjustment by Ella. She makes her spare. Second frame shot is a strike. Crosses over, strike for Ariel. First strike in the match. Our winner will take home a $250 scholarship. And our runner-up will still take home a $125 scholarship. Pretty good shot again for Ariel. Comes in a little bit high. She leaves the 4-7-10 split. So she'll probably look to get count here. And Ariel does. She gets 2, so 48 in the third for her. Ella in the third frame. Crosses over her mark. Gets an 8 count though, leaving the 1-3. So certainly a makeable spare for her. Not able to convert her spare. 34 in the third. She has a 13-pin lead in the match with the handicap, but it is only a third of the way through. Frame 4 for Ella. And she gets her first strike of the match. Great shot. Aerial up in frame 4. She crosses over a little bit, leaving the 2-7. Baby split. She'll look to convert that. She made that in one of her earlier matches, so we'll see if she can do it again. Once again, bowling fans, this is our title match for the handicap side of today's girls-only PJBT. Ariel able to convert that spare. She's good at the 2-7. She's got that twice now today. Frame 5, and she gets a strike. Second strike of the match for Ariel. And we have a pretty good match on our hands here for the title. Ella stepping up now in the 5th. She is working on a strike, her first strike of the match. Looks to be a little bit inside a target, crosses over, 1-3-9. Not bad shot, just needs to pick up her spare. And she does. She converts her spare. So 54 in the 4th with a spare. 81 with her handicap. And we have a pretty close match. 13 pins separate the two girls as they enter frame number 6. Once again, I want to just take a quick moment to thank Nellie Fox Bowl here in Chambersburg, PA for hosting our first girls-only event. This is the first ever event that they've hosted here for the PJBT. Hospitality was great, and they helped us add an additional about $300 to the prize fund for today. So it was a great kickoff event for our girls-only season. Ella leaves the 1-3-9, same thing she left in the last frame. And she gets 2, so 80 in the 6th, 107 with her handicap. Up in the 6th frame, coming off of the strike. She breaks up the split, leaving the 6-10. So she'll look to convert the spare, makeable spare. And Ariel converts her spare, so 88 in the 5th with a spare. 9 pins separate our handicap finalists and girls in handicap. Ella up 9 as we enter frame number 7. Ariel comes up a little bit high, crosses over, leaving the 4-7. Key for her is she's leaving makeable spares. Both girls bowling great here, bowling above their average today. And she converts her spare, so that is 4 marks in a row. 6 out of 7 for Ariel. Ella steps up in the 7th. She needs a mark in the 7th to maintain her lead in the match. Got that one a little right of target. Didn't get all the finish on it. 1, 2, 8, 9. Certainly makeable spare though. Not able to convert her spare, so 86 in the 7th for her. She trails at the moment by 3 pins, heading into the 8th. One being a better shot, Ella gets a strike, her second strike of the match in frame number 8. So she comes off the open frame with a nice shot. Now Ariel up in the 8th, working on a spare. She crosses over and gets 9 and a major wiggly 10 pin.
She just refuses to open, is what's going on.
This is true. She has got 6 out of 7, and she's looking to make it 7 out of 8 with a spare here.
Did we get a pen donation?
We got a whole season's worth of pens. And she makes her spare. She didn't want to. She didn't. I'm gonna let you take a handful.
They look nice.
125 in the 7th for Ariel with a spare. We start the foundation 9th. Ariel up by 12. This one she knows off her hand it was right of target. She gets a 3 count. So she'll look to pick up her spare. Probably her worst shot of the match, but with a spare, she can recover it. And the second one looks right of target. She gets a 4 count. So she'll post 145 in the 9th. So she can max out at 175. At the moment, Ella Kreiser is on pace to shoot approximately 140 if she marks out. And with her handicap, that would put her in the 170s. So we have quite a match here as Ella steps up in the 9th. Good shot by Ella, comes in a little high, 6'10". So she'll look to make her spare. Like I said, if she spares and fills count in the 10th, she'll be in the 170s, which could potentially force Ariel to strike out. We still have a good possibility of a tie also.
At the end of it down there, it's like 2 to the left here.
Ella picks up her spare. That's a big shot there in the 10th, or in the 9th rather. So as she starts the 10th, she cannot shut her opponent out. Ella could get 3 strikes in the 10th frame, and still Ariel would have a chance to win the match. But it all comes down to the 10th frame for the title. First shot of the 10th for Ella. Pretty good shot, crosses over. She leaves the 10 pin. Important spare for her here.
She marks. This is going to look a lot like last week.
Yep.
And I'm right in your way, too. That's exciting.
Yes, Ella was our second place finisher last week at 222 Dutch Lanes, our opening tournament, and she forced her opponent to double in the 10th to win, and he did. She's not able to convert her spare, so she shoots 134, 161 with her handicap, so that will force Ariel to get a mark in the 10th and a good count. So Ariel now needs at least a spare and a 7 count. Spare 7 is what Ariel needs, so here's her first shot. Crosses over and gets the strike. So now, Ariel needs a 7 count on 2 balls to take home the title. And yes, for our bowling fans out there, we have seen weirder things happen, so got to fill the frames. So second shot in the 10th. It looks like 7. And she gets 9. So Ariel Gilmore will be your handicap division champion for today. In a very close contested match. Gilmore will, with the 2 pin, she will convert her, no, she will not, rather. Does not convert her spare, but she shoots 164 and wins the match by 3 pins, 164 to 161. Ariel Gilmore, our first handicap division, girls only champion. So, Jason will give out some final awards, and then we'll wrap up the show and we'll preview what is coming up in the next couple of weeks on the PJBT Tour. So stay tuned still. You are watching live coverage of the girls only event number 1 from Chambersburg, PA at Nellie Fox Bowl. What? Okay, sure.
Sunday from Finalists in Douglasville. If you're interested in bowling, please sign up ahead of time at www.pjbtbowlingseries.com. That's www.pjbtbowlingseries.com. We'll be back to interviews in a moment.
There you go. Honey, you can do, okay. That way I don't do it because your camera's better.
That's okay.
Do we have a second chair? Should I get one? Should I get a second chair? Yes. Chair. That looks like that one. Okay, sorry about that. Found one. All right. I'll let you sit in the champion chair. All right. Wow, bear with me. I'm not used to doing this. Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us how you attacked the gateway arch pattern today.
Well, I started the day, I was throwing my dart code. I was like around 10 in that area, and then as the day went on, I just moved in, and I think I needed a ball that was stronger, so then I switched to my Nova, and I kept going in. Like, I ended that last game, I was in around 15.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like from a lot of the shots I watched that you had a really good reaction on the back end that the ball was holding.
Yeah.
You know, that you could get it to a point and then it would just sit and roll through, and that was really important on this pattern.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about, I know you did very well at Junior Gold, so this is a great way to start off the new season. Talk a little bit about that and your experience out there.
It's so hard to believe that I did that. I mean, I bowled at 300 at the biggest tournament. It's so hard to believe that for me. So
That's very that's very
I
awesome.
picked a good place to do it, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. But all right, well, who would you like to thank?
I want to thank my dad. I know he's watching right now.
Okay.
I know he always lets me practice, oils the lanes for me, so I just want to give a big thank you to him.
Okay, absolutely. Many of us wouldn't be here without our parents, you know? So that's super important. And yeah, so congratulations on first win and then coming off the invitational win from last year. So great way to start the new season.
Thank you.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And then we'll bring in Ariel Gilmore. Hello there.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very exciting match there all the way to the end. Came down to the 10th frame.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about how you bowled today.
So the pattern was not very tough for me since I'm a left-hand bowler.
Okay.
But it was just like bowling on a house pattern.
Okay.
So, but the second game I had some really struggle there.
Okay.
I dropped a couple pins, but the rest of the game I just said, "Come on, Ariel, you can do it. You can make it to the finals. Let's go, Ariel."
Awesome.
And it just motivated me to get up to the finals.
Awesome. Yeah, and you made a run right through there, and then basically walked the ladder today.
Yeah, basically.
Because you were the number 3 seed coming
Yeah.
into the first match, and you won 3 stepladder matches to get to the title. Talk about what bowling ball did you throw today?
I threw the raw hammer black.
Okay, all right, and that worked good for you pretty much all day.
Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome. Well, second title of the year, or of your career, I should
Yes.
say. Okay. All right, perfect. Well, congratulations on your win, and I'm hope to see you again
Yep.
next week.
Yep.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Oh, and while we were while we were doing that interview, people couldn't see our head. That's always good. All right, I'll slide over.
So we had a little role reversal today.
We did. Actually, I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
So
I tell you what, you do a lot of work that I don't like doing. it's no fun when you can't watch the tournament. Let me tell you.
that comes with the territory. But just a reminder, the PJBT tour will be back again next week. Next week, Sunday, September the 11th, we'll be back at J Lanes in Douglasville, PA for our second event of the regular season. And then the following weekend, Sunday, September the 18th, we'll be at ABC East Lanes in Harrisburg, and that will be our second major of the season. So extra payouts and top girls get bonus payouts at our majors. And then to finish off the month, we're going to have two events. Next Saturday, the 24th, that will be our next girls-only event, and that will be at ABC West Lanes in Mechanicsburg, PA. And then the following day, September the 25th, we'll have our first adult junior of the season, and we'll be up north at Chaco's Family Bowling Center in Wilkes-Barre. So a lot of great upcoming events on the schedule. Usually today was an off day for me, but hey, here I am.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
You got a bowler in the family now.
I do have a bowler in the family. So, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we hope to see everybody on the lanes next week.
All right, from all of us here at the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour, we'll see you next week from Douglasville at J Lane.
See ya.